Hi, this is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden. So I went ahead and rearranged my living room / dining room table. And when I said I have Freddie Mercury canvases, I meant it. So I was moving everything around because for aesthetic purposes. And when I was finished moving it, I had this moment where I just laughed and thought, yeah, I love him. So this is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden. And I'm adapting to the aesthetic change that I'm currently in right now. And I'm going, what the fuck is going on? But I'll figure it out. So I'm having a moment. My brain is like processing a lot right now. I'm going to talk about love, which is really fucking weird for me because love feels like it's something trivial. In my science brain, every time I talk about love, all right, I'm just going to get real. It's time for self-honesty because I'm all done with this. Lizzie, your phone is here, honey, if you're looking for it. And I don't like how naked it is. All right. I have a lot of reflection to do right now, and it's really bothering me. And I just got to get this all out here because I'm okay. It's okay. So here's my issue. Here's what I'm thinking. Love has the mental health side to it. And that's all that fucking narcissism shit. And then love, the romantic love, has the toxicity. The toxicity side. The idealized dream, as if it's something that we need to work toward and get. And then there is the science love. And where I am now is science love. Now, Einstein talks on love. And I've never crossed over here before. I've never been here before. This is new territory for me. I'm going to tell you right now, I've never been here before, which is good because this means that I have finally succeeded. Here it is, the 29th of December, and I have finally succeeded in removing all of the narcissism from my mind. And I'm going, okay, I don't feel any narcissism inside of me. I am the solo self. I feel fantastic. And one of the things I'm feeling is, okay, now where do I stand on love? Now, I have seen people throw away love. In fact, I remember this one time. I was at a bar in New York City, and this man says he was very, very wealthy, and he was there having a drink, and people were talking to him, and he said something, but he was like, "I don't touch it." And I was so psychologically fascinated with him. Did not have a conversation with him, but boy, did I fantasize about having a conversation with him. I just wanted to pick his brain. Like, I should have said it. Like, excuse me, sir. I am a psychologist and a philosopher. You are an anomaly to me, and I would love to talk to you about it. And so I listened without asking any questions. He was a stranger. And he basically made it clear to the people who were talking to him, he's never touched it. He's just, at a certain age, he just went, I won't touch it. I want nothing to do with it. He was about 55, maybe 65, between 55 and 65 years old. And he was very clearly very wealthy. And he had dedicated his entire life to career, his self, work. And he just viewed love as being frivolous bullshit. And it fascinated me. Love to him was frivolous. Now, we live in a culture that is obsessed and saturated with it. To be blunt, there's only one thing that sells more than sex, and that's love. And I'll tell you what, this is what I've discovered. You have something called fruit and psychological fruit. I love psychological fruit. Psychological fruit are the things that we chase in life. And there's only like 4 of them. There is respect. There is power. Control. There is sex. And there is money and love. That's it. This is what I refer to as psychological fruit. These are the fruits of our labors. And I noticed that we have significant mental health when we chase the fruit. Now, manifestors will say, oh, well, you need to manifest ABC to get the fruit. And I'm still looking at that going, can you manifest the fruit? And then other manifestors will say, no, you may need to manifest the righteousness of getting the fruit. And I'm going, the universe is not so stupid. Like, if you are trying to manipulate the energy and I really want to just sit down and talk about manifestation. I see the physics in manifestation. I see the psychology of manifestation. It's not magic. It's not spirituality. And it certainly is not the law of attraction. I could beat the fuck, not literally, out of anyone who came up with that shit. The law of attraction, we call that magnetism in physics. Like, this is, and if you know anything about Newton, you can see very clearly where the law of attraction is very much in relativity to, well, we call that the third. For God's sakes, look at physics. Newton, the third law of physics. That any response, any reaction gets an equal and opposite reaction. Magnetism. Like, this is not hard. And if you understand how magnetism works, manifestation is not hard. It's not spiritualism, it's energy. And it's interesting to see how energy just moves, because in the very first beginning parts, the first 2 to 4 ethics, the first 4 ethics is religion. Ethics 5, 4, there you go. This is what I need to say. The first 4 perspectives is religion. They don't think spirituality, they think religion. 5 to 10 is spirituality. No, not even. 5 to 9 is spirituality. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. 5 to 9 is spirituality. 10 and on is physics. And I really, and you can almost say that it's religion and spirituality. And then it's just spirituality. And then it's spirituality and physics. And then it's just physics. And now I'm at a point where I'm sitting back going, yeah, it's just physics. There is no God. There is no fucking God. God is the authority. That's all it is. God is a 4th perspective, foundational concept for a fancy word for authority. There, really, and that's it. And then you get into the universe and the mother nature and the divine. The divine, there you go. So this is it. God and religion is 4th perspective. Divine and the universe is spirit, and spirituality is perspectives 5 through 9. Authority and physics is perspectives 10 and on. So it expires. And once you get out of foundational thinking and cultivator thinking, and you start getting into the advanced thinkings and metaphysics, you start to realize that the concept of God, religion, spirituality, and the divine, it's garbage. And it's garbage because it's a bunch of people who are too ignorant on physics to understand what's really going on. And when they start to kind of figure out that something's going on, and this is the way I explain it to a lot of people, and I know I'm offending a lot of people right now, and I don't give a shit. I really don't. Because if half the people studied physics and understood what's going on, it would make a lot more sense to a lot of people. And astrology was huge with this, where I went into astrology, where it was in 1990. No. Let me see, what year was it? 2000. It was 2019. I wanted to know if astrology had any credit. Now, prior to 2019, I did not do anything with astrology. And then in 2019, I did notice that there was some consistency. And I was like, that's interesting. So as a scientist, I took interest in astrology. And here I am in 2023. And I'm going, all right. So from 2019 to 2023, I had an open, unbiased mind. And I looked into astrology. And what I discovered was that astrology, and this is interesting because, and again, there's like 3 stages of educational evolutionary growth. And if you're not in the metaphysics side of it, you're not going to understand a lot. The further away from you are from metaphysics, the more you have to use fiction to plug it in. So the foundationals will use religion and God to plug in what they don't know. As you gain a little bit more knowledge, you use the divine, you use spirituality to plug it in. And then you get beyond that and you go, oh, that makes sense now. And with that, I'm sitting here going, okay, astrology, this is interesting because Plato taught astrology. And I'm going, what the hell is going on? So this is what astrology, it is the study of the stars. Yes, it's star logic. That's what logi actually means, is logic of. So it's star logic. Now, logic means something different in the scholarly world. It means something completely different than what a lot of people know it to be. They think this is where people say that logic means, or logi means, the study of, and that's bullshit. No, it's not. That is not the word. That is not the Latin word. Like, this is where I'm going, come on, people. Have you studied Latin? Logi does not mean study in Latin. Not at all. Logi means logic of in Latin. It's like phile, Phile, means lover in Latin. But philo means love of in Latin. And it's a bunch of idiots, ignorance, that's a nice word. It's a bunch of ignorance using Latin without having fucking idea what Latin actually translates to. So once I realized all of this, I'm like, oh. And this is really a huge part of my frustration. This really is a huge core of my frustration, is I'm looking at all of this going, there's a bunch of ignorance using Latin stupidly because they never studied it. And as a result, I'm sitting here trying to do my fucking studies, and I keep getting tripped up because things are adding up. And I realize things are adding up because everyone's a bunch of fucking idiots who's mistranslating basic Latin who can't read Latin. So they're fucking stupid because they haven't done all of the work. So I'm sitting here constantly getting tripped up, constantly getting like off of my sector here going, what the fuck? And I'm way off in left field now because some dipshit decided not to translate the word logi properly. So now I'm going, oh, it's logic of. So let's remove the word astrology as people think it is with these dumb tarot cards and energy reading. And let's look at the word star logic. Logic of means, and I love this, logic of something means the mathematical. Logic is math. So really what you're looking at is the mathematical pattern, the mathematical lines. It's literally the mathematical lines of reasoning, of thought. It's beautiful. Now that makes sense. So I'm looking into, and because it's a disciplinary, because it's a disciplinarian thing, what Plato did was he actually combined astronomy with astrology and physics. And that gives you an entirely new topic, divination. So, but it's such a powerful form of divination. Now, this is where I looked into the word the divine and trying to trace all of this back, trying to figure out, well, what's the divine? What does that mean? And I found out a lot of interesting things. One of the most interesting thing I found was that the word God means Zeus. So when a lot of people are praying to their God, they're actually praying to the concept of Zeus. Last night I was reading some stuff in physics and they were talking about astrology and how it was metaphorical or representative of the gods. No, you're giving them way too much credit. They literally thought the stars were gods. We're talking second perspectives. This is why you need to study psychology in order to understand physics. Bottom line, you really need to study psychology if you're going to translate physicists from 2,000 years ago, because the psychology was different. They literally, because they're second perspectives, these were concrete thinkers. They literally thought that the stars were gods. They did not think they were representative. They did not think they were abstract. They did not think they were metaphor. No, they were literally gods to them. Like the sun was literally a god. We're talking that primitive. So I'm looking at all of this. And my mind is just like, wow, we are talking real outdated, archaic thinking. And when I broke down education and the mindset, I'm going to be very honest. If you are a second perspective, you're not watching this. If you are a second perspective, that means your mindset is from 8,000 BCE. That's pretty fucking unevolved. If you are in the third perspective, that means your mindset is from about 800 CE. And if you are in the fourth perspective, that means your mindset is from about 1490 CE. And you have not evolved from a mindset that is literally almost 600 years old. Fucking archaic. So this is why I don't have any respect for people who are foundationals, is because their mindsets are so outdated, so primitive, that they are literally in the Neolithic era. The first perspective is literally the Neolithic mindset. And I'm going, these are the dipshits who run the country? These are the dipshits who get to make decisions for us? Holy shit. Like, I'm scared. No, I'm not really scared because I know how evolution works. So as soon as the baby boomers literally die off, we're going to see a massive shift, which is coming in about 20 years. We're going to see a massive shift. And then they're going to go, oh, we need to increase our education. This is the garbage that our baby boomers left us. Oh, we need to fix this shit. And a lot of stuff is going to change. I'm very excited about this, and I'm going, all right. So yeah, I'm really, really hardcore critical on people who are foundationals because I know where their mindset is located, and I'm not impressed. Like, wow, talk about stunted growth. Now, looking at all of this, the more I look into this concept of love, where you've got love, mental health, narcissism, love, romanticism, which is your toxicity. And I noticed that everyone starts off with this love romantic concept, which is your fourth perspective narcissist love. You might have second perspective concepts of love, which is your traditions where they say, we're going to choose your husband and your partner for you. And that's your second perspective traditionalists. A mindset and a marital concept that's literally more than 10,000 years old. So I'm looking at this going, wow, no wonder why we're destroying the planet. We have a bunch of idiots running the place. So now I'm looking at love. And I noticed that that gentleman was very much averted. He had a severe aversion to love. Now I'm going, interesting. Now, I'm there. I've been there. I was there at the 11th perspective where I went, I want nothing else to do with love. I am so burnt from love. I want nothing else to do with it. And then I discovered wisdom love. And now I'm going, I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I have no fucking idea. This is a blank slate for me. And I said to my partner, I sent him something on the 16th of December. Basically, I cured narcissism. I used it on myself. It snapped me out of it. And I went, oh, holy shit, I'm a narcissist. Oh, this is leaving now. And I sent it to all of my friends. And they all went, oh my God, I'm a narcissist. I'm getting this out of my system. Those are my friends. And then it passed on. It's like this whole passing on. And we're all sitting here going, okay. So we're all good now, right? It's wonderful because all the people in my circle did it at the same time that I did. And we all just had a moment of, oh my God, the narcissism is out. It was like this unanimous, I have a narcissist-free circle. Oh my God, it's wonderful. And I'm watching everybody grow alongside me. I love this life of mine. And we're all sitting here going, okay, now what do we do? And I'm going, well, I need like a substitute. I need something to plug into this. What do we have? Oh, self-love. That's what we have. We're going to plug in solo self. The solo self and self-love, which I already have established. So I gave it to all my friends, like, here you go, people. So we're all like self-love here. There you go. And I sat down with a lot of them and I said, okay, now this is what Pythagoras says. Now, Pythagoras, he was one smart fucking cookie because he's the one who came up with this shit during the second perspective age. And I'm thinking, if he's thinking like this in the second perspective age, he's fucking smart. I mean, we have Pythagoras' theorem for a reason. So this guy's fucking smart. I love Pythagoras. So I'm all like, Pythagoras. So he came up with the idea of wisdom love, which is science love, science-based and psychology-based love. It's healthy love. That's what this is. It's healthy love. So I'm looking now at my relationship, and I don't like to use the word relationship anymore. I'm throwing out the word and it's obsolete because relationship is of the mental health narcissist bullshit. So I'm throwing away this word and I'm no longer using it. I call it connection. That's the word we use in wisdom love, connection, not relationship. And I'm going, a connection with this person, not a relationship, a connection. Now, I have a connection with my clients. I have a connection with my friends. I have a connection with people. And after I sent him this information, it was a very established, this is my perspective. And I'm telling you this because I need a clean slate going forward. Whatever it is we have going forward, I need a clean slate. This is the clean slate. I gave him my perspective. I reset us to 0. And his response was, you are not good for my mental health. I cannot be your friend. I cannot interact with you on a personal level. And I don't know how long this will last. Okay. And I focused completely on me getting this narcissism out of my system, which is exactly fantastic. I'm going, this is a great time for me to get narcissism out of my system, distancing myself from him. And I was thinking, if I have narcissism and I'm getting this out, I can't be around him. So this is great. But now I'm asking the question, will he come back? Kind of don't care. But most importantly, I'm also asking, if he does come back, do I want him back? And this is where things get interesting. This is why I'm doing the video. So the first thing is, I don't believe he's coming back. So I am going about my life assuming he's not coming back, and I'm fine. And I am defining the solo self. But now I'm asking the question, if he does come back, what should my response be? And I've been thinking about this now for the last 12 hours. What should my response be? In wisdom love, I don't know. In romantic love and in narcissism love, I know the answer. But those aren't my worlds anymore. I have a blank slate. And the first thought that I had was opportunity. That's when my brain works. Opportunity. Yes, this is a learning opportunity. This is very much a learning opportunity. Observe. Be curious. No prejudice. Ask questions. Open mind. And this is learning. I'm a student. Oh, I love being a student. I am a student. And the subject officially is love. Wisdom love, which is currently an undefined, because the last person who was here was Pythagoras. True story. So I'm excited because it's an adventure. This to me is an adventure. So I'm going, I have no idea. I have no expectations. I have no expectations. No expectations. I do know that I do not want back anything that we had. I do know that. Like gone. I want none of it back. So if he were to come back and if he were to ask me, my first thought was all the narcissistic romantic love responses. But they're obsolete now. This is how I know the narcissism is gone. It's because all the things that I normally would respond with are no longer valid. I have a clean slate. It worked. I'm so happy. It was, I am saying this thing I need to say. It's going to reset us to 0. And I'm removing narcissism from me. So I'm going to go off and just cleanse the shit out of me. And here I am, December 29th. December 29th. I began this on the 16th of December. I have been documenting the narcissist removal since then. And I am officially happy to announce that it's gone. It is like, it's gone. It took that long to go through the grief process. What is that? Like 10 days? I have no idea where my phone is. No idea where my phone is. I will use the computer to do math. 29 minus 16. 13. It took 13 days. 13 days to go from, oh my God, I have narcissism and I need to get this shit out of me, to it is officially out of me, where I'm going, I have nothing. I have literally it's like that moment in Jurassic Park when he says, hang on to your butts. And he flips the lights and all you get is that little green beep, beep. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And I got, all right, got to reboot the system. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So if he comes back, would I send him away? No, because this is an opportunity. That's all. It's like, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. I want to observe. I want to be curious. I have no prejudice. I want to ask questions as they come up. Oh, I have such an open mind. It's like empty. I have erased all romance and love drama, all love and romance and narcissistic experience from my mind. That's what this is. I have learned how to reset my brain. Oh, I'm so excited. This is possible. This is possible. Oh, wow. How the fuck did I do this? How did I do this? Oh, I got to look at all my research. I got to think. What were the steps? Redefined. Erased. Wow. See, people say, oh, you have to unlearn. Oh, fuck that shit. You don't unlearn. You hit the erase button. You reset the fucking computer. I've done this. You have to reformat. I said it when I was a child. Oh, this is old. Oh, I can do this again. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, what did I say when I was a child? Oh, I can do this. I said, the brain is like a computer that uploads programs. I said this when I was 15 years old. Oh my God, it's been so long. At 15 years old, I said this. This was 1995. What did I say? God, it was so long ago. The brain is like a computer that uploads programs during its cognitive, formative years. To be exposed to trauma during your formative years is like uploading a computer virus into your cognitive, I did not use that word then, programming. What did I say? Your basic core programming during factory settings. During the installation of your factory settings. That's what I said. That is what I said. The brain is like a computer that uploads programs during its formative years. To be exposed to trauma during your formative years is like uploading a computer virus into your basic core programming during the installation of your factory settings. Yes, that's the kind of shit I said when I was 15. I forgot I said that. It's still very much true today. I'm holding by that. Holy shit. I'm now having a discussion with my past self. That's very, very insightful self. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. That's really, really interesting. Because now I've got the knowledge to apply that concept and I'm going, wow, is that deep? Because that's what I've done. I have reset my computer factory settings without the virus. How did I do this? Was it my narcissist core? I defined narcissism. That's what I did. I defined narcissism. And then I used disgust. I know what I did. I love me. I will tell you what I did. Oh, I'm a fucking genius. This is why. All right, so I defined narcissism and I tied it into the definition of romance, Christianity. I defined narcissism and I made it synonymous with romance. I drew the connection between motherhood in our society, romance, Christianity, enslavement, and then I used the emotion disgust to articulate this, Anna. Articulate it. Come on. I got to articulate this because I know what this is. I know what this is. I redefined. I changed the definition of narcissism and then used the emotion disgust to condition my association with romantic love to create an allergic reaction on purpose and then I provided a healthy self-love ethical and logical definition of wisdom love. That allowed me to change the hard, change the software in my subconscious mind to reset and redefine the self-love and all I know about life. I changed the definition of narcissism and then used the emotion disgust to condition my association with romantic love to create an allergic reaction on purpose. And then I provided a healthy, self-love, ethical, and logical definition of wisdom love that allowed me to change the software in my subconscious mind to reset and redefine the self, love, and all I know about life. To wipe all previous programs from my system. Wow. Wow. I didn't override the system. I literally completely deleted my memory and supplanted it with a completely new program. Wow. But I had to make sure that I used disgust, which is what I've been doing for the last 10 days. I was resetting the program. I am someone new. Wow. I am someone completely new. So that now I have no aversion to love. Now it's an unknown and undefined. Oh, this is beautiful. Now love is an unknown and an undefined that I no longer associate with trauma, pain, or anything. Because I have not yet learned this love. I want to cry. I want to cry. I feel relief. I've reset it. I'm 43 years old and I've redefined love. Everything in the past, it's all wiped. Logically, I'm looking at it going, well, what about, no, that's not love. That's narcissism. Well, no, that's not love. That's narcissism. But what? I don't know. That's not love. That's narcissism. So what's love? I don't know. I've never seen it. It's a curiosity for me now. It's an unknown. It's an undefined. Now I'm a student. I have no idea. I have no idea. I feel so unbroken right now. I feel so fucking unbroken. Like, I cannot tell you enough how unbroken I feel. Love. I love books. I got that for you. I love learning. I love education. I love physics and I love science. I love that. I love Freddie Mercury. I don't have any other association in my mind to define love. It's gone. This is so phenomenal. I have nothing. It is joy. Love is joy. This is so beautiful. I can finally breathe. I can finally. Literally all the pain is gone. I want to do some algebraic equations right now. That's really what I want to do, is math. I love math. My God, do I love math. My God, it's gone. And all I did was change the definition of love. Wow. I don't know what to do. Wow, what I would love? I would do yoga. I love yoga. I love exercise. I love lifting weights. There's no fear. I love story. I love writing. I love art. I love creating. Do I like smoking weed? I don't even know anymore. I'll find out. Wow. But you have to have wisdom love to supplant it. You have to. Because you can't have a void. You cannot have a void. So if he were to come back, I feel curious. I feel curious. Like, if he were to message me, I'd be like, I don't know. I'm curious. I have no idea. I have no prejudice. I have no expectations. I have nothing. I'm just curious. Like, and I'm going, do I tell him? I don't know. I don't want to, really. I don't really want to. What I want is to just meditate on this. Wisdom, love. I have no data. No data at all. And I'm only in the first perspective of the U of I. So I'm just going, yeah, I have nothing. I've got nothing. I have no reference. The only references I have are narcissism. Wow. I went through it. There was an identity crisis when I first went through it. Was any of it real? That was an amazing stage. When I first discovered I had narcissism, my biggest conundrum was none of it was real. It was a huge existential crisis. Yeah, I need to warn people about that. Like, by the way, when you cure narcissism, you're going to have an existential crisis. This is extraordinary. To redefine love. I had to redefine every act that I looked at, literally my entire life. What my parents showed me, what my mother did, narcissism. What my father did, narcissism. What my brother did, narcissism. What all of my partners did, narcissism. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she was going through something with me, and I started to see the narcissism in my partner. I don't know if that's the right word for that anymore. I don't know what to call him. I have no idea. Undefined. I don't know. You know what? Maybe that is what I will call him. My undefined. Because everyone else in my life has a defined. He does not. He is an undefined. He is an unknown. I have nothing. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. And I'm trying to figure out, who does this make me? I'm a student again. I love being a student. Being a student is my favorite thing in the whole world. And wow. I still don't know what I think of my house being changed as it is. I'm looking at it going, I don't know what I think of it. I have this corner of plants hanging. Yeah, I don't know what I think of any of this. I really don't. Wow. I am going to turn this off and think. I need to spend some time with myself. It really feels like it's just me now. It's just me and my mind. There's no one or no thing in my mind now. I have not had anything free of my mind in my entire life. I've always had to share this mind space with someone else. Wow. Wow. If you want the narcissist cure, I'll give it to you for free. Let me know. Comment below. You know what? Not even. I'll just put it in the link below. All right. So I'm going to start this off with the introduction. I'm going to use this video that I am giving you right now as the introduction. And I want to define wisdom love for you because you're going to need to know what wisdom love is prior. So I'm going to use this as the introduction. And then I'm going to do another video right after this where I define wisdom love for you. So you can take wisdom love because you're going to need it to plug into the narcissist cure. I think this will do it because this is what's in my head. You need this part. So here's what I'm going to do. This introduction video, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do this right here. This is the link. If you look down below, the narcissist cure. This is the one part of my work that is 100% free because every fucking person in the world needs this. Share this with whoever you want. Now, there's a catch. No, I don't have to really explain anything because it's all in. This is going to open up a Google Doc. You're going to have access to my Google Doc. And it's literally all of my videos, everything that I've got. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I bash Christianity, but I really need you to understand that there is the Nicene Christianity and then there is spirituality Christianity. There is a difference. The Nicene Christianity is the one that was infected with narcissism. And if you look at spirituality Christianity, I actually love Christ. He's one of my favorite philosophers. Christ was a philosopher. That's why he had discipulus is what he called them. Disciples is a philosophical word that means follower of a philosopher because Christ was a philosopher and his philosophies were almost identical to the Greek philosophers. So it's why I studied Christ is because he's a fucking philosopher. So there's the spirituality of Christ. And then there's the Nicene Christianity. The Nicene Christianity is what 99% of Christians have been raised with. You must separate the difference. If you are a Christian, separate them. You must accept the fact that Nicene Christianity was used as a weapon by the Roman Empire to infuse narcissism inside of it, to use our storytelling obsession and the way we teach through basically brainwashed manipulation so it would embed narcissism in us. I explain this in the videos. Once you understand that, separate your spirituality with Christianity from the Nicene Christianity. Separate them. And when I talk about my hatred and my loathing for Christianity, I am referring to the Nicene toxic Christianity that has narcissism embedded into it. I will also say that religion does stunt a person's growth. That all of this is about self-sacrifice and self-abuse. That's really what this is all about. Narcissism is self-sacrifice and self-abuse. And Christ was used literally as the archetype of this. Self-sacrifice and self-abuse, which leads to the psychology that you can't save yourself, which is why you need Christ. And that's what starts narcissism. It then fuels it with romantic love. So literally, it's Christianity, and then it led to romanticism. And then it literally targeted our mothers and embedded them and conditioned them to pass it on to our infants and children. So mothers are literally on this societal programming to embed and infuse narcissism into each and every one of our children. It's so beautifully strategic, it's fucking disgusting. Use the emotion disgust to change the way you think about love with narcissism. That love and narcissism, as you know it, are synonymous. That's how I did this. And then I took wisdom love and I supplanted it. This is vital to its success. You must supplant narcissism and romantic love with wisdom love. So I'm going to do another video, and that is going to break down what wisdom love is. So this is the introduction to all of this. This is going to be weird because it's literally going to go full circle. This is literally one of my last videos on this 10-day excursion, but it's also the introduction video. So it goes full circle. So this is me at the end of the 10 days telling you this stuff is fucking awesome shit. And it's completely reset my programming. So the link is down below. Go ahead and take a look at it. And God, the time is so fucking weird in my brain because it just keeps going looping and around and around. So go down below, click on the link below, and it will get you the Narcissist Cure. And then follow the videos through, follow the reading material that I give you. And I'm going to give you instructions to get you through this because you're in for a really rough few days. It will not work if you are not accountable. You have to be accountable. If you will not accept what you have done wrong, it's not going to work. I'm going to explain that later. But go ahead and click on the link below. And this is, like I said, share it with everybody. If it works on you, share it with everybody. I have given this to literally my inner circle, and it's cured all of our narcissism in literally the last week. It's extraordinary. So good luck. And may the kindest of words always find you.